Hello, for the 13th Sunday in Ordinary Time, using just the first reading, Wisdom, a few verses out of chapter 1 and chapter 2, and the Gospel Mark 5, 21 to 43. And it's titled People of the Week. 4 people of the week. I hope this doesn't go on too long. I'm trying to hurry. One is the synagogue official in the Gospel, the woman with hemorrhages in the Gospel. This week, a black Jehovah's Witness on my front porch, and in a movie, Pierre de Chardin. The synagogue. The synagogue official Jairus asked Jesus to cure his daughter, and he goes to cure his daughter with Peter, James, and John. And he winds up saying the faith of this official is unbelievable. And he goes to his home and he says, well, she's not dead, she's asleep. And he takes her by the hand and says, rise. And by golly, she's whole. Is that one of the miracles? She's asleep. Little woman, rise. And she does. She was sick. She was asleep. She was dead. And Jesus makes a miracle. Unbelievable faith of that synagogue official. 2, even more drastic, is a woman with bleeding hemorrhages for 12 years, female problems with bleeding inside the womb, I guess. And she goes and she's afraid to even ask Jesus uh, for the miracle or the help. If I can only just touch part of his clothes, I'll be well. And by God, she gets enough courage to go up in the middle of a crowd when Jesus, with so many people around, and she touches his cloak. And a miracle happens. 12 years, the bleeding stops. And the apostles are saying, what do you mean about this? A woman touched me. Who touched me? Can't you see the crowd? My God, everybody's touching you, reaching for you. What faith that woman had is unbelievable. Well, and then not only those 2, but a black Jehovah Witnesses on my front porch this week with another elder. They came over in the afternoon, I think it was Wednesday, no, Tuesday. At any rate, and they asked me to come to his talk on Sunday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's all about the devil. I don't know of you, but have you ever gotten into a discussion with the Jehovah's Witnesses on the devil? And then they want me to come to this talk on the devil. Well, I haven't decided for sure, but I don't think I'm going to go. Because my definition and my insight into who the devil is and what it's really like, I'm sure is far, far cry from this black man's talk for probably an hour or 45 minutes on the devil. I'm afraid I might talk too much. Not that I know everything, but because I think I know little. In fact, my parting words with him was, who is the devil? Or what is the devil? I'll tell you, my idea of the devil is as real as evil in the world is real. And by God, there's a lot of evil in the world. But over the years, beginning with the Persians, we have personified the devil. And by golly, there are many definitions and insights into the devil. I don't know if I'm going to go to that talk at 1 o'clock. I'm afraid I might lose it. Then finally, and this is wilder, someone gave me or helped me get a tab on my TV with a public broadcasting system, whatever. But anyway, it's a movie that they used this week with a group of priests and our bishop downtown at the Hyatt. And it is on Pierre de Chardin, Teilhard Chardin. And it's almost a 2 hour movie, and I watched it twice since the middle of the week. And it was an insight into evolution, Adam and Eve, and original sin, better than I've ever got so far in my life. Because I read two of Chardin's books. They're highfalutin. A Jesuit, a French Jesuit. He was born 1881. He died in 1955, I believe it is. And he was a paleontologist. He was a theologian. He was a philosopher. He was a teacher, an unbelievable intellectual person. And his theory, quickly, was we in the church have always almost been negative to the body. And he sees the world as a beautiful, beautiful creation of God, and including a man and a woman, a body and a soul. And this material creation is good, and it is evolving in God's creation and will continue to evolve into the end of the world or the kingdom of God. And the world really is good. And the body is evolving toward the spirit and to being with God and with one another, spirit in Jesus Christ. It is so wild, good. I learned more in 1 hour and 1.5 in my life trying to comprehend what this man was trying to say about God's creation and the problems that he had with the church. And he was thrown out of the Jesuits and then brought back toward the end of his life as a hero, heroic Jesuit, Pierre de Chardin. If you want to see it, I'll tell you how to see this movie. It's wild good. Just another person of the week. And so all these people are people of faith, and not just the material world, but the spiritual world and the world of God and the world of Jesus Christ and the world of the kingdom of God. And we all have something to offer, but none of us has a monopoly on it, folks. It helps to think of it this way, to think of it that way, you know. I would suggest anybody to have a week like I had with this woman with hemorrhages for 12 years and a miracle of Jesus, and this synagogue official who says, "Help heal my daughter." Or this black minister who is understanding as a Jehovah's Witnesses who is the devil? What is evil? And I just think, and even wilder is this Chardin character. In 1.5 hours, I learned more than reading 2 of his books when I was in the seminary. Because I really do believe in evolution. I really believe in the story of Adam and Eve, but not historically like most people believe. And that there is a world that is good, involving evolution, moving towards God, moving toward spirituality or the spiritual life. Sorry, but I hope so. I hope everybody gets some people into their life in a week that makes them think and pray, maybe a little deeper, maybe a little bit better, and just maybe through people you get to know something really that you think you're moving closer to God. Have a good day.